Hello everybody and welcome back to another game of Pauper. We are playing some Brute Squad and... oh boy, well, 4-land hand. Mana's right, Tooth is right. We got a 3/3 Auriok Sunchaser. It's a bit sketchy, but I think it's not worth a mulligan though. Opponent also keeps their 7. Goes with Windscarred Crag. Alright. Oh, very nice. I like that. Well, let's lead off on Ginger Brute and get in for 1. Probably going to go with Auriok Sunchaser next turn. Then we can go for the Tooth Glinthawk play on turn 3. Opponent. Deciding what their next play is. A Radiant Fountain. Okay, sure. Up to 22. And Core Skyfisher. Another Glinthawk. Well, this is unfortunately gaining them a ton of life. Let's see. Definitely still going for the Ancient Den. What could I do? I could Tooth equip, pump, Glinthawk, replay Tooth, and then see if they want to trade. Or I could just go double Glinthawk and see if they want to trade with that. I could also make Ginger Brute unblockable and get in for 3 that way. I think that's probably not the worst. And I'm still developing my board this way as well, and still getting in for, some amount of damage. Next turn I can still go Sunchaser and Glinthawk if I want to. Oh, it's an annoying amount of life gain they've got. That Radiant Fountain is, they've gained 5 life probably on turn 3 just with their lands. About a minute ahead already somehow. Our last 2 matches have, well, one went to time and the other one almost went to time. Opponents have been playing super slowly. Like, I don't mean to win with a timeout, but it's a bit shocking. Yep, Radiant Fountain. Opponent gets in. Or is thinking about it? Yep. I'm not blocking. They probably have a follow-up Skyfisher, maybe? No, nothing. Okay. Well, let's play Seat. Let's, let's pump up the Brute. Let's play Glinthawk. I imagine they have some amount of burn or something. And then let's get in for some damage. One's going to bolt. That guy. Sure. So we still get in for 3 here. Drawing a few too many lands. But we got a Sun Chaser. I'm so happy they used Lightning Bolt on a Ginger Brute. I mean, that's one of like 8 burn spells that they're probably running. And, you know, they spent it on a 1-mana 1/1. So, feels good. I'll block that Core Skyfisher all day long. There's another Glinthawk of their own. Probably picking up the Ancient Den. Well, I guess that's their only target, so yeah. Okay, Thraben Inspector. Sure, actually that's quite good. That gives us some card draw. Let's go with the Inspector. And I guess I'm out. This is an awkward spot where I either use double blue and then draw like a, you know, of 1 mind or Thoughtcast or something, or I can spend the white and the blue and then have a blue up. So depends on, you know, what's on top of my deck. I think I will go ahead and save my white mana. See if I can get like an Ardent Recruit or something like that. It's an Ornithopter. Okay. And we'll get in with everybody. They might want to double block the Auriok Sunchaser, in which case that's fine. I'll just eat the Core Skyfisher and the Glinthawk will survive to block another day while we get in for 5 damage. Yep. Totally fine. They've played a lot of spells that just bounce their lands, so they're actually quite far behind in terms of tempo and like cards they can cast. Now, I mean, what is it going to be? Oh, okay, sure. On a Glinthawk. Yep. Totally fine. Ooh, that's not good. We need to refuel big time. Opponent getting in. Okay. That's fine. Ooh, another Ornithopter. Not really what we're in for. Let's attack. Get in for 4. Down to 9. Let's play the Ornithopter, and I'll just hold on to the seat here. Hold on to your seats. Come on. Of 1 mind, Thoughtcast. Give me some gas. Garrison picking up the Radiant Fountain. Yuck. Wow. Okay, I'm not blocking. Flare Husk. I mean, that's a card. And here, in fact, what I could do is I can play my seat. I can equip the flare husk here. Get in for 5. And then we're going to move the husk over to the Ornithopter so that we can block a Glint Hawk. There's the Radiant Fountain. Vial. Okay. Another journey. Yikes. Okay. This is getting a little crazy. What do you take? It's a tough one. Taking the Ornithopter. Okay, trying to get aggressive. Sure. But what? Well, that's just weird. I don't get that. We get another Flare Husk, which is interesting. I could have a 4/4 Glint Hawk. And I think the best thing to do is probably to equip Glint Hawk, equip Ornithopter. Then we can attack with Glint Hawk and 3-bit Inspector. They might want to trade with the Inspector, in which case I'll just use the Tooth there. And putting a Flare Husk on a Glint Hawk lets me trade with both Glint Hawks if they double block. I don't think they would, but you never know. And yeah, let's put the Ornithopter here. I mean the Flare Husk on the Ornithopter, and we're actually going to get in with the whole team. It's a hard block for them. Yeah, okay. Decide to go that way. So we are going to go ahead and just pump this to kill 1 Hawk. And deal them 4 and bring them down to 2 life. Ugh, another Radiant Fountain. This deck, so good at staying alive. And there's the Palace Sentinels. Okay, so I guess they're going to use their Alchemist's Vial this turn to stop my Glint Hawk from attacking. Ah, Ancient Den. So, I'm probably going to use the Vial here. That's basically a fog. So no attacks, and now I will move this over. So unfortunately that's drawing them a bunch of cards. They're going to need something good though to help them out. Ginger Brute would be fantastic here. We're definitely keeping them on the back foot, but this is just going to get them to crawl back into this game. So I guess we might as well do this now, just in case there's a lightning bolt in our future. Doesn't look like it. So let's get in. Opponent is going to chump. And we're going to move this over again. So they get to keep their monarchy. We're chewing away at their creatures, though, so hopefully that makes a difference. Oh, we have so many good draws we could be getting, but instead we've just drawn too many lands. Inspector. Okay. That's not a flyer. Maybe I should have kept the Flare Husk on the Glinthawk. Oh no. Oh, that's really bad. Basically can't attack anymore. Oh. Yeah, I just need a fast cookie to end this game. They don't even have colored mana up. Okay. Inspector's not the worst draw. Give me a cookie. Come on. Holdout settlement. Oh, good grief. I'm going to get pecked away in the air. Going to move this over. Could be dead next turn. Like if they just block with the sentinels. Okay, that's good. Because they could be running Rally the Peasants. Yeah, cracking their clue. Ah, stupid monarchy. Staying back. Just drawing their cards, biding their time. And eventually we're just going to get burned out is the other issue. Oh, come on. This is crazy. Oh. I could move a Flare Husk over here. That'll still allow me to trade with everything, though it's basically telling them that I have another tooth in my hand. And I imagine they probably have at least a couple Galvanic Blasts, or maybe they don't run Galvanic Blasts. Well, they must. They don't even have Metalcraft, though. Something to keep in mind. Although I guess if they just block and then use Galvanic Blast, they don't really need it. But this does prevent them from just burning out a unblocked creature, for example. What did I say about timing out? This is game one, folks. Opponents used 12 minutes of their clock. I'm not doing this on purpose, I swear. I mean, I guess on the surface, this doesn't look so bad. Because I know they can just block with the Palace Sentinels, but it also forces them to commit another creature. That's it. So, I mean, they definitely have some sort of removal. They have to, right? They're not just going to give up Monarchy for no reason. I mean, and technically they're dead with this tooth. Yeah, there's no way they don't have a lightning bolt here. I mean, my opponent can take all the time they want. Is this where I call a judge for slow play? Yeah, here's the bolt. Oh, that doesn't do it, opponent. You're going to need more than one. Ooh. You don't have Metalcraft. You only have 2 artifacts. Oh no, did my opponent, like, completely punt this game? They need another one. Oh no, I think they punted here. Oh no, opponent. Oh goodness. And I don't know, I really don't think they should have scooped there. We were gonna take the Monarchy, but I mean, they easily get it back by just attacking with 2 birds, and they still hold up a pretty good defense. I mean, that hurts for sure, but with 5 cards in hand? I don't get it. Wow, okay. So what's the play? I guess Hollow's probably pretty good. Prismatic Strands is probably really good as well, though it's a little bit less good with white creatures, though I mean, we've got a good mix with our artifacts and our black creatures, so maybe not the worst. There could be some world where I play Hydroblast, and Swirling Sandstorm's also a consideration. Doesn't hit flyers, though, is the issue, you know, so they've got their own Glint Hawks and core Skyfishers and stuff, so maybe not the ideal thing. In terms of removal as well, Journey to Nowhere is fine as spot removal, but they do run quite a few token makers, I guess, you know, and you know, you don't want to be spending that on a 3-bit inspector. So what's the play? Well, Ornithopter doesn't block super well in this matchup. It is kind of good at enabling a lot of the game plan, but I think I could afford to maybe cut 1. Ardent Recruit is fine. It gets blocked by the Palace Sentinels, but with some removal in the mix and maybe Harsh Sustenance as well, we could maybe pull it off. And with Tooth as well, it gets pretty good. Gosh, what do we cut? This is tough. I might bring in just 2 Prismatic Strands. Hollow, I am kind of expecting them to have something. Oh, I gotta make up my mind pretty quick, eh? I can't believe I've been talking this long. Sorry. Let's see. Let's cut an Inspector. Let's cut, I guess, Harsh Sustenance, not feeling super great about it. And then maybe 1 Tooth. How's that? Let's try it. Oh, okay. So we can't keep this one, unfortunately. It would be nice with just even 1 Ancient Den, but this is not going to do it. All right, this is way better. We are missing white mana, though, so it could be a little bit dangerous, but we do get to go with turn 1 Ornithopter Flare Husk, which means that if we get any land off the top, we can go for Thoughtcast. I think it's worth the keep, and we'll put Prismatic Strands on the bottom. And hopefully our opponent dirtles some more. There's the Inspector. If we get a white mana, we get a very, very strong turn with Ardent Recruit of One Mind as well. So we got some good plays. Okay, another Ardent Recruit, not necessarily what we're looking for. Well, that's it. We're 1 mana away from Thoughtcast, and any mana at all, well, except another Seat of the Synod, enables our Ardent Recruit. So this hand, with a little bit of help, can go pretty far. And I mean, usually against these kinds of decks, we have lots of time. They do so much dirtling, so many tap lands, so few actual proactive plays, like Prophetic Prisms, Alchemist Vials, and things that don't. It's just fluff that they're spending their mana on. And they just scoop up the whole match. Thoughtcast, Tooth. All right, well, you know what? Tooth would have actually gotten us to Thoughtcast on turn 3, I guess, which is not too bad. Too bad they just scooped up the whole match. But yeah, I think with 10 minutes on the clock, with 2 games left to win out of the 3, they would have had a really hard time. So hope you enjoyed that. We'll see you next time.